you would think the richest man in the United States would be able to easily pay $454 million in a penalty, but no. Trump asked the courts to pause the payments and he was rejected.
There are new developments in the civil fraud case involving former President Trump.
Yes, a judge just rejected his request to pause payment of more than $400 million penalty. CBS 2's Alice Gaynor here now with those details. So another big development here today regarding the former president.
That's right. And this decision by a single judge is temporary because it must go before a full panel. But the judge ruled Mr. Trump and his co-defendants need to post bond for the full amount, more than $465 million. They were granted a stay or pause of part of the judgment. They're able to serve as an officer or director of their New York business for the time being, and they can apply for loans in New York. Trump's attorneys had told an appellate court that he was ready to post a $100 million bond, but that he could not post the full bond because part of the ruling in the civil fraud trial said they could not obtain loans from New York banks for 3 years. They were asking for
So the only way he wants to pay back or pay his penalty is getting loans. That's hilarious. Like, I mean, if you have liquid assets, you should be able to easily pay this off.
a pause on enforcement of the fines, arguing that without one, the penalty would, quote, result in irreparable injury and that he would have to sell off real estate assets to pay. In court documents,
Oh, boo-hoo. If I can't get a loan, I'm gonna have to sell some assets. Well, that's what happens when you can't pay your judgments. You gotta sell stuff in order to come up with the cash.
the New York Attorney General wrote, defendants all but concede that Mr. Trump has insufficient liquid assets to satisfy the judgment. Trump testified last year he had around $400 million in cash. In addition to other assets and claims, he's worth several $billion.
Okay, well, if he's worth several $billion, well then, half a bill should be nothing to him.
Judge Arthur Engoron ruled Trump, his company, and top execs inflated his wealth on financial statements for years and used that to secure better deals. Trump has more than $500 million total in legal fines from this ruling and 2 other civil court judgments. He